Last episode I made a decision. Today I start building. This is my first real business and I'm building it in public. So I'm building an AI automation business and I'm sharing everything, the wins, the mistakes, and the parts that most people hide. Over the next 4 days, I'll be building a client persona, business infrastructure, business identity, whole thing, and I'll be sharing everything that will happen, all the ups and all the downs. This is season 2 and this is how the journey really starts. The journey to becoming a millionaire in the next 1,232 days. I'm Fintamega and this is the journey. Let's go. Day 1 is all about the client persona. Instead of guessing, I forced myself to be specific who the client is, what problem they're facing, and where the automation actually saves them time and money. This part sounds simple, but it's where most people mess up. If you get this wrong, everything else falls apart. Section 2, 3. Section 1. This is when we actually finding our target or client persona. Like, who's the client, what niche is he in, what is the pain, is he willing to pay to aid that pain. Then section 2 will be the overt operation. Overt, which will be business infrastructures, things like making the new Gmail for the business, up to make.com, the offer, designing the offer. Wait a minute. This is basically covert. I actually mixed them. This is the overt. Overt. Day 3 was building the infrastructure, the part nobody sees. One page offer, the business setup, the systems that make this more than just an idea. I wasn't trying to make it perfect, I just needed something real enough to put it in front of people. I built a simple one-page offer, set up the systems, and focused on making this real, not perfect. The one-page offer template I used is linked in the description below. That we're actually going to be doing. And then the last one is the covert is what's happening inside. What's hidden. Covert is what's hidden. Overt is what's way outside. So overt will be the identity of the business. Identity of the business. The logo. Yeah, this is basically like the brand. And then day 4 happened. It was raining that morning. I had 2 options. Stay in bed or go out and work. You're probably guessing I stayed in bed, right? I didn't. Because I realized something. You don't control the weather, you don't control delays, you don't control how things go. But if things don't go your way, you make your own way. That's the real work. So I went to the library just to give this thing a name. I used an AI name generator, nothing fancy. I was looking for something that felt precise, central, and structured. That's when the name showed up. Centroid. In physics, a centroid is the center of mass, the point everything balances around. That was the idea. I opened Canva, designed the logo, picked the colors not to make it perfect, just to make it real. Because once something has a name and a face, it stops being an idea, it becomes a business. That was day 4. Planning was done. Building was done. Next comes the uncomfortable part, putting it in front of people. This whole structure follows this very dialed in. This is a very dialed in option, which is first we start with the client. Who are we serving? And because if we don't have this, then there's no point on doing this before we actually figure out what this is, because this is key. You don't have a business if you don't have clients. That's the mentality. And you don't have clients if you don't have the problem to focus on. Like, what problem are we actually, solving? What is the value that we're giving our people? Which is this. Then after we have identified this. Okay, this is the type of person, this is not. That's when we can actually come into building the overt system, which will be creating a separate Gmail account for this, because now the funds are not funding, so it's best if I do this on Gmail. Then yeah, I'll take you through the whole step, and then make.com, which will be the device, the software that we'll be using to build these automations, and then the offer, which is what will supply to this client persona. Yes, that once these are covered, these are like the main juices. That this is important because it's the driving force of everything. This makes everything suitable. Like, this is the foundation. This is the foundation. This is the cement that we pour on the foundation. Okay, and this is the outside. Like, think of this as, this is the foundation of the house, this is the inside of the house, and this is the outside. Like, how does the house look? Okay, because if you go into a haunted house, you look at a house, it's wicked, it's haunted, you wouldn't want to go near it. But if it's beautiful, that's where you're actually going to go. So this is the basic fundamentals of building a business, I think. And like, although this shouldn't be as hard as it is, I'm planning on doing this in the next 3 days, because today's Monday, tomorrow will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, the next 2 days, because Friday I'm uploading this whole video. And yeah, then I'm thinking episode 12, that's when we'll actually dive more into outreach. But now this is the whole situation. So tomorrow we'll focus on the client persona. I'll actually give you more details because I've already gone through this session, so we will go through it again, and then we'll use the overt, which will be 5 minutes. It's not a lot. And then the covert and overt. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Right now it's about to rain, and the sound waves ain't wavering. But yeah, see you tomorrow.